But yet, social media is exploding, and you can vouch for this. We have gone nuts with DM Auction Services with her. And I'm going to tell you what, folks, we're on fire. The hits of Facebook, the ads, all the stuff we're doing, I don't understand all of it, but I'm just getting people calling me and saying, Dean, you guys are all over social media. It is because of this girl right here. How about that for Kaylee Perry?
Thanks, Dean.
Which one am I?
Hot.
Okay.
Chili today, hot tamales. I took that from you. That's Dean's joke about the weather. I'm excited to be here and talk with you guys about social media. Dean, we were sitting there one day and he didn't have anybody running his social media. He was in between people. He had somebody that had to stop doing it. And I said, you know, I've been running my own brand for weather and TV since 2006. I've spoken at conferences about how important social media is for severe weather coverage and all kinds of stuff. So I said, let me take a crack at it and let's see what we can do with this. And it really was extremely eye-opening and fun to do with Dean and what he does, because he works with so many different nonprofits. He's customizing everything, and that's essentially what social media is for him, as well as any of you out here with any type of fundraising event that you may have, or for your nonprofit altogether. You can't move forward nowadays without social media. I mean, we learned during COVID that you tap into a whole new market of people with online presence and the mobile bidding and being able to bring in more money instead of having just the people who are at your event. It's the same thing with social media and reaching different parts of the country or the world to tell your story and what you have going on with your nonprofit. So the biggest thing here is building your social media presence. And it doesn't have to be complicated. I am huge into making it simple. The biggest thing in here is making people interested in what your brand is or what your nonprofit is. Okay, that's the number one. What is it? What's your story? And why do I care, right? Then your brand loyalty. Convince them that this is something that they want to help, that they want to get involved in, that they want to be a part of moving forward, and then the community to get them engaged. All social media is to get engaged. Likes, comments, shares. That's the biggest thing, because the more people that engage, the more eyeballs that you see. And the more eyeballs that see your brand, Instagram, Facebook, any of the algorithms are going to push your stuff to more eyeballs. Because the more that people are engaging with you, the more that the algorithm understands what you're after. So it is the best advertiser. It is better, and I work in television. Social media and the Facebook ads and the Instagram ads is a better advertiser for you than television ads, print ads, anything combined. And so it is important that you continuously put yourself out there. We can go to the next slide. Thanks, Kayla. So what I've been kind of doing with Dean is you got to pick your platforms, because not everybody is on everything. So you really have to find the people who you're targeting. What platform? Is it LinkedIn? So for a nonprofit, LinkedIn is very important, because you're trying to connect with other buyers, other people who can help donate, who can help get involved, who can help you. But then you need to be on Facebook, because everyone's on Facebook. Every business, whether nonprofit or a business, at some point needs to be on Facebook, because everyone, whether you're 13, which I'm not sure I'm okay with that, to 70 plus, you know, they're on Facebook. So you got to be on there. But what about YouTube? YouTube is a great place for storytelling. Tell me why I care about your nonprofit. And there's 4 categories that are important when you're doing your social media, or really, honestly, when you're just trying to get people involved in your business or your brand. And that is the 4 E's. Education. Educate me on this. Also, engagement. Engage me. Give me a call to action. People need you to tell them exactly what to do. I need you to go to my website, then I need you to hit this button, and I need you to give you this money. You might think, okay, well, I don't want to make them feel dumb. No, you just have to be as simple as possible. They need to be told what to do. The third one is entertainment, which you want to be entertained. When you scroll through on your social media, you stop when you're entertained and a light bulb goes off and says, oh, I'm into this. Whether it's the music, whether it's the bright colors, whether it's the message. And then the fourth one, and I think the most important one, is emotion. You need to tap into, I share things constantly that are quotes that connect with me, or my horoscope, because I'm really big into that. When I share those. I need some type of emotion that will stop me in my tracks while I'm scrolling through aimlessly watching The Bachelorette. You know, so that's kind of the big 4 E's when you're doing social media, and that's what I do with Dean. Dean is on LinkedIn, he's on YouTube, he's on Facebook, he's on Twitter, and he's on Instagram. Okay, those are the ones, he's on other ones, but those are the 5 that we're paying attention to. Those are the 5 that I believe are the most important for his brand. But for yours, it may be completely different. But it's a different type of setup. So when we're on LinkedIn with him, we're writing articles, we're educating people about the technology that you learned from Kayla today, about why travel is so important. It's basically separate articles that have been written that are of the seminar pretty much combined. And so we put that up there. But then Google and Facebook are kind of, they don't work together the way that they should work together. So you kind of have to play both sides. So I take that article and then I put it to his website as a blog, okay? Then Google's happy about that. There's a lot of words on that website. Then I take an interview that I've done with him or a video and I put it on his YouTube channel and I embed that into his blog. Now, because Google owns YouTube, we're the great child. Google loves us now, and that pushes us up in the search engine. So there's a whole bunch of things that go into it. It's not, social media isn't just, hey, let's slap these photos up here right now. It's not an intern job by any means. There's strategy that needs to go into it, and this is just organic for you. But there's a way that you can tap into people that you may not have, and it's very beneficial. How the content marketing strategy works, this is all, I have a website that you can go to, and you can kind of get more information where I've written my own articles on this, but it's all to make people feel good and want to give money to you or come to an event that you're doing or learn more and want to help you. So those are the avenues with social media. And so I think that's my last slide, right? Oh, okay, so here's a couple of, I mean, it's kind of small up here, but these are just a few examples of the different types of content that I do for Dean. So this right here, an Insta story, or you know, they made a lot of money for this one nonprofit, and it was, I think, 30% year over year. And so, you know, don't miss out on having us to help you do that, and then showing you that. But then you also want to connect with people who maybe aren't really into what you have going on, but you want to kind of stop them in their tracks, and then maybe they come and they look at what you have. So, I mean, we all need more coffee on Monday, right? So I had, you know, the different sizes of coffee, and then I put Monday's coffee, which is right there. Now, again, it means nothing to what DM Auction Services is doing, but sometimes you got to post that quote, or you got to post that video, or you got to post something that resonates with even just one person, and then they come, and then they kind of go down the rabbit hole like we always do, and they're like, oh, this is kind of cool, I like what this guy's doing. And so then we do travel. We do a lot with travel on social media because people love it. So we put together some slides and some pictures, and then also talking about the mobile technology. So we try to kind of basically tell his story in many different ways. I post at least once or twice to his Instagram and Facebook every single day. We do at least one blog at least once or every 2 weeks. And we try to keep putting any highlight reels or testimonials or anything that he has going on up on his YouTube channel. And we have seen, no joke, I just took a screenshot of his Facebook. In the last 15 days, he's went up reach in 323% on Facebook. That's a lot. That's a lot. His YouTube channel has gone up, I believe it was 85% in May, I just have the May totals from April. And that's the consistency of, even if it's just 8 or 10 more eyeballs, that's 8 or 10 more eyeballs that are gonna help you out immensely. So I don't do anything that's not on social media anymore. I buy my clothes on Instagram. And if I'm going to get some Botox, I'm going to go through the lady I saw on Instagram. If I'm going to be going on a trip and I see it in my Facebook or Instagram feed or on a YouTube clip, that's what. So you have to be on there and you have to do it strategically. I could go into hashtags, I'm not going to. I'm going to stop now. Normally I have a producer in my ear telling me to wrap, so I'm going to take that as what I have right now. But you can't just throw up random hashtags. You have to. Hashtags are a way to receive more eyeballs. But a hashtag, let's say you picked hashtag travel. I guarantee you how many billions of people are in the world? 300 billion people picked hashtag travel for their picture today. Okay, so then you're buried, because you maybe only have 500 followers, you're buried at the bottom. No one's going to see that. So you have to find a hashtag that maybe doesn't have as many people tagging it. So then you get pushed up, and then boom, you're in front of people that you weren't in front of yesterday. So there's strategies, some works, some don't. I've used over 500 different hashtags for him, and I switch them out constantly. We're constantly ranking now in these hashtags. And if you're ranking, you're in the top 9 pictures, so when you hit that hashtag, boom, he's right there. And so that's what you want. So again, any questions that you may have, I can answer them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really exciting.
I want to just add something to what you're saying,
Yeah.
which is all fantastic, by the way. I own several businesses online, and SEO is by far the most important thing. But like she said, she started going on there a little bit. The keywords you use are super important. And like he says, it ranks you within Google. And if someone types in benefit auctioneer, yours will be the first one to pop up if you use the correct keywords. So you may have any more to say about that.
Yeah, so it's important because we've actually been changing this, because for a while we were just throwing up YouTube videos with like a random name next to it. And I said we have to think like, what would somebody type into Google? Like, I will use the Google search for anything nowadays. So if somebody's looking for you, what are they going to type into Google? That's how we need to label every video that we put on YouTube, and most articles that we put. Must have auction item, or how to do this, or if you want to make it easy, simple, and what somebody would search in the search bar. So
yeah,
that's absolutely right.
It's like we can put a video of us doing the Kessler auction. Oh, Kessler auction, June 22nd. Well, no one's going to search that in there. They're going to say benefit auctioneer, Dallas, Texas, and it's going to pop up that video, bam, and it's going to link it to your website. And do it right, you can link all your links, and it'll get them to your page, which your main thing you want is organic views. It's more than anything.
So. And you want a number in your title. If you can put a number in your title, it's just a little tip to put it on the table. If you put a number in any of your titles, it automatically is.
Any other questions? How about a hand for this? Because I'm telling you, every one of you nonprofits out there needs social media. Here's a person with the business cards that's taking care of me, and I don't look at it. All I see is the numbers, the results. I look at Instagram daily, I look at Facebook, I see what Google's doing, I see the YouTube, and we're exploding. And that's the reason we're exploding on this. Not me, it's her. And she's compassionate, she's knowledgeable, she understands it. I don't understand social media to the extent, but I said, look, you drive the train and I'll just get in the back of the seat, I'll make it happen. So anything that you do, McKinney Travel, Dallas area, you know, Journey to, whatever you've got, you know, somebody is going to be making you pushed up there and all over the world on social media. And that, like you said, forget the print ads and forget the ads on TV. It costs a lot of money. This is a lot more reasonable and it gets a lot more exposure.